A lot of us believe in the existence of spirits, the idea of a soul as has been around for a very long time, something that's in each and every one of us, completely detached from our temporal physical bodies. When it comes to the discussion of the existence of souls, there's also another concept that we're all very familiar with, and that is we were somehow brought into the physical world to learn lessons, that all hardships in life are prearranged by us prior to our incarnation, and the lessons are there to help us grow and become better versions of ourselves. I don't want to be too critical of this philosophy because fundamentally it comes from a place of great humility. We all know what hardship is like, and it takes a lot of strength and courage to be able to say that you're willing to learn and grow, even in the face of suffering. Yet I also have some contention with this model of reality, and I want to propose the possibility that ultimately, the biggest lesson that we'll learn in life is that all lessons are made up. If you look at how education works in our physical world, you'll see that the only function schools serve in society is for survival. We build schools to train children so they can earn degrees, learn skills to work for, and contribute to society. Schools and universities are here for our comfort. They're here to help us tackle life problems that we're all facing as human beings, not to guide us toward the truth of absolute reality. In the same way, if souls exist and they want to teach us lessons, the lessons themselves would often be based on how we can live in harmony with life and existence by learning how to work with natural physical laws of the universe. The only problem here is that all laws governing the universe is a product of nature. They're all arbitrarily made up and can change whenever nature wants them to be changed. Why do you think scientists keep discovering paradoxes that mess up our current way of thinking as to how the world works? It's almost like nature doesn't want to be known or understood, like a contrarian who wants to be unpredictable with every action they make. Just like how our schools reissue their textbook annually or once every few years, so too will the spirits decide one day to replace all of their life lessons with newer and better versions. What's the point of learning the rules if you already know that someone made it up? They're going to change the rules anyway. In this case, it will be nature who will keep changing these rules, forever remaining elusive to all life forms of any degree of intelligence. Why? Because nature, or absolute infinity, must not be limited in any way. If you can know everything about absolute infinity, it means knowledge is somehow outside of the absolute, even though it should be the other way around. Knowledge is like a mirror. It helps you see a reflection of your appearance, so you'll know what you look like. But just like how a mirror can only let you see yourself from only one angle at a time, knowledge and intelligence, even when they're infinite, will only reveal a finite part of reality, not the whole, which is absolutely infinite. By the way, I just want to say that when it comes to absolute infinity, you can't really use metaphors or analogies, because you can make a comparison between two finite objects, but not with something that is literally everything. I can't say that absolute infinity is the sea, and we are the waves, because then it makes us wonder what's outside of the sea. This is the biggest downside to metaphors, and it's also a reason why I think you can't use them to describe the absolute. The main point I'm trying to get across is that if you believe that you're here for a reason and to learn a particular lesson, I want you to know that although what you're trying to learn is probably designed for your own comfort and happiness, they're only relative truths and do not reflect absolute reality. All lessons are ultimately survival tools. They're there to help us deal with the dualistic world governed by separation, and they are not absolute, just like karma. Karma is only about cause and effect, and knowledge of how karma governs all lives in the universe will help you make life decisions in the future. You cannot let yourself be defined by how much good karma or how much bad karma you've accumulated in your life. It doesn't matter if you carry an infinite amount of good karma, of an infinite amount of bad karma. That won't change who you really are, because the law of karma, even as a universal law, was also arbitrarily created by nature, just like all other finite things in existence. If you ignore this law and you hurt other people, you'll suffer further down the line, because you're diving deeper into the delusion of duality and separation, and that will only lead to more suffering, which is what karma is all about. A rule that is there to forever remind you of your own oneness with existence. But it begs the question, if the law of karma inflicts punishments on us, who will inflict punishment on the law itself? Those of you watching who live in other dimensions can help me out by giving your answers in the comments below. You often hear me talk about how we'll never truly know everything and will forever remain ignorant. Yet here I am rejecting the idea of wisdom and education like a know-it-all. The contradiction does make me a real hypocrite, but that's what I am, and I can't help it. The only thing I'm trying to do on this platform is toss some ideas out there, a few things for you to think about. I want to remind you again of the fact that I've always been wrong and will always be wrong about pretty much everything, because the everythingness cannot be confined to any finite concept. Otherwise it wouldn't be absolutely infinite.